hey, we're starting to get used to hearing that music. Because for the fourth game in a row, the New York Knicks brought their A game and took it home once again. Alec Burks, they thought he was going quietly into the night. They thought the Burks hive was over with. But Alec Burks set the tone for the Knicks. But it was RJ Barrett's heroics for most of this game that really got the Knicks going. And despite a furious comeback by Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan in his bag, all fourth quarter had no answers for him. The young Knicks, led by RJ, Quickley in his bag, Mitchell Robinson, and then a clutch bucket and defensive stop from Alec Burks, just as he did in the last game, seals the deal for the Knicks. 109-104. Knicks get the dub. They thought the Burks hive was over with, but nevertheless, he saw Zach LaVine in his sights and he saw blood tonight. He didn't see that Red Bulls jersey. He saw blood. Cooking Zach LaVine food all night. Bulls had no answer when Burks got into his bag. But that's Burks. I'm gonna table that conversation for right now. Because we know when Mr. Fourth Quarter gets it going, there's only so much you can do. I really want to highlight the young Knicks who really put their foot in this game for the three quarters. Because Burks got going around the second quarter and when the Knicks took the lead. And then it got quiet for him. He really didn't do much else until he hit the big three. I got to start with RJ. Once again, solid game from RJ Barrett, man. 28 points, 6 boards, 3 dimes, a steal. He was all over it. Wanted to deliver for his team. And in the fourth, you know, we're seeing it here where he's trying to establish himself as the closer for this team. And while the shots didn't necessarily go down for him, he got to the free throw line and hit his free throws, which is another area where, you know, big-time players make it happen from anywhere, whether it's knocking down your shots or forcing the issue getting to the free throw line, and RJ did that. Solid effort by him tonight. And the Bulls just had no answer on his drives. His drives are becoming, they're starting to look more and more ferocious each game. Whether it's finishing with the left, finishing with the right, using his body, finishing through contact. You know, had Caruso on him. Bulls play defense now. Let's not, you know, it's a good defensive team. Next one, Mitch. I thought it was a dominant game by the Block Nest Monster. 16 points, 12 boards, 8 offensive, his specialty, 8 of 9 from the field, 3 blocks. And I thought he had one of the best passes in the game off of the pick and roll when they got it to him at the free throw line extended. And he had a pass in the corner, which could have gotten stolen, was real patient with it, got it to Obi. Then I mentioned Obi. 17 points, 2 boards for Obi, 3 of 6 from downtown, picking up where he left off. He was great tonight, just giving us that energy. Defensively, the hustle on the offensive end, knocking down the 3. He was great. And, you know, hey, I see a lot of dud picks. I see a lot of dud picks in the chat. But where was he in crunch time? On the bench. But okay. Hey, you guys want to see a good player? Good player. I see a conflict. Got to work out.
As you said, great team effort. Obi is not a dud. I can tell you that. Everything about Obi is just great over these stretch of games. You love to see it. You can see that they have something in this pick. It's just getting him more minutes on the floor. But someone I want to give a lot of credit to, even though his numbers don't really say it from the field, is Emmanuel Quickley.
Talk about it.
Because even though he was 1 for 5 from the field, 1 for 3
recording in progress
from the 3, he got to the line, went 5 for 7, got his 8 points. The assists don't show it. He didn't get his the high rebounds that he's been doing. He's been averaging close to 7 rebounds per game, but you see that he was directing traffic today. You see that his decision making as a lead ball handler was out there in full display tonight, even though his shot was not falling. I'm going to go to the one where he was trying to push the pace. I'm pretty sure it was him, RJ, Obi, Mitch, and either Deuce or Burks were out there. And he was pushing the pace, but he slowed up because he realized they didn't have numbers. Him and RJ, he had all 5 balls on defense, and he pulled it back out, swung it around, and started looking for other guys and started directing traffic. You see him getting Mitch or Jericho onto the block. You see calling for screens, utilizing it. Even for that Burks clutch 3, you saw that he called for the screen, drove,
he was great,
through the defense, hit Burks in the corner. That's the type of stuff that you want to see from Emmanuel Quickley when it comes to playmaking, especially since we saw him struggling at all facets of the game earlier this season. RJ Barrett, man. What can you say about this dude?
Yep.
Holy cow.
Yep.
Dude, he is right now on the season average 19.9 points per game. He's close to averaging 20 points per game right now. He had another 28 points tonight. If he can finish out this season strong with over 20 points, he's about to be averaging 20 points this season in his 3rd season while attacking the rim very well. He's finishing 41%. He's averaging 41% from the field. Right now, he's a little bit below league average on the season at 34.5 from 3-point. His free throws have gone back up to 71.6%, averaging 6 boards, averaging 3 assists on the season. Sure, he struggled. We saw it at the beginning of the season, but I like what I'm seeing from RJ Barrett. Tibbs is letting him run the offense.
Keep pushing, keep grinding, just win, baby. That's the motto. And that's what we're going to adopt from now until the rest of the season. Let's focus on winning out. I think we got a decent chance. I know I said last week, I think we got a decent chance to run the table here, man. It's not out of the realm of possibility. And if you remember, obviously it's a different comparison, but if you remember the Suns, they finished the bubble. They won out and they won a bunch of games in a row. They just missed the play-in, but obviously it carried over to the next season and beyond. So I don't see anything negative, like you said, about the draft position. I think we just got to keep building these habits, man. Get these players great experiences, and keep building them. It was really encouraging to see Obi really shoot the 3 well. I don't think I ever recall him making 3 threes in a game. But tonight was the night, and it's just amazing too. Like Burks, the last 2 games with the corner 3, that you can make the argument if he misses those shots, we lose the game, both games. So definitely very encouraging. It just sucks to see Randle play with such bad energy, man. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know why he is choosing to act like this. Like, I mean, I'm sure everybody saw, like, as time elapsed and he had the ball, he kind of like flung it behind him. Like,
I didn't see it, but then I heard Alan Hahn actually called him out on it after the game.
Yeah, it's like, why is he doing that? He's like going out of his way to like, it's like an Office Space when the guy goes out of his way to like try to get fired. It's like, yo, what are we doing
after
here?
A win?
What's
after a win, no less.
Hey, I'm gonna leave Julius alone. I'm gonna leave our coach alone today. Let's talk about our future. I'm gonna start off with RJ, man. Rowan Alexander Jr. Number 2, he is, man. Look, I keep saying it, CP. You know, we gave him that window, right, where we knew his game was pretty much always there. But you know, the hop of 20 points in his 3rd year, he's only 21 is magnificent. You know, he's in that certain category with like Luka and LeBron for getting over a certain amount of points and rebounds and assists. And it's like he keeps doing these things that matters to us as Knicks fans. Is just working hard. It's crazy, man, to see what he's doing, man. And I'm excited for next year, but we know with next year it comes with more attention on him. And I'm excited to see how he prevails that attention, you know, because these guys know, okay, he likes to get to the cup, you know. And he's working with the best trainer, you know, straight from the loop. Drew Hanley, yes, sir. I'm going to keep saying it, you know. He got, two of the guys he's training right now in the top of the MVP race with Embiid and Jason, man. Like, it's only going to get better for RJ, and it's exciting to see that because next year the whole organization knows they're going to have to give him the keys, and it just makes all the sense in the world with that being said, I'm going to be on the fence, and I'm going to say this out loud to Knicks fans. I want Fournier to come off the bench next year just so I can see Cam to start and get those true minutes that he does deserve just because he's the better athlete. It makes sense for us to have Fournier just to be that good shooter. I know with the contract it sounds crazy. Another thing I want to bring up is I'm okay with Mitch walking. I mean, he's going to get the highest bid. I mean, he's that good, guys. All they're doing, I mean, every day he plays, today's price is not tomorrow's price for him. And it's going to keep going up. And honestly, it's going to be hard to see him to go, but it makes sense for him. He want that dollar.
Yeah.
So